Well, we are only a few weeks away from the release of Jurassic World Dominion, one of the most highly anticipated movies of this year for everybody. So here are my box office predictions for Jurassic World Dominion, and we'll start from the obvious domestic opening weekend. The first Jurassic World back in 2015 opened to the biggest opening of all time at that time, which was around $210 million. That was monumental. The second movie, Jurassic World Fallen Kingdom, opened to around $150 million, which is not like a huge drop. So I expect Jurassic World Dominion to open bigger than Jurassic World Fallen Kingdom because I think this is having more hype than Jurassic World Fallen Kingdom. And Jurassic World Fallen Kingdom was also not really reviewed well. Well, only time will tell how good the reviews for Jurassic World Dominion are. My review will be lifting in a few days. I haven't seen it yet, but I will see it in just a couple of days. Jurassic World Dominion is also benefited from the fact that this literally has all the classic characters from the first Jurassic Park returning, and which is added nostalgia to it. But is it going to be as big as the first Jurassic World opening? I will say no. I don't think it's going to be bigger than that. Why? Because that movie was true nostalgia. It's returned to this Jurassic Park-like film after years. And Jurassic Park is a classic film, so yeah, it was a lot of nostalgia at that time, even though the characters from the classic trilogy were not here. So I'm expecting a $180 million domestic opening weekend, bigger than Fallen Kingdom, but smaller than the first Jurassic World. As for domestic total, well, Jurassic World Fallen Kingdom went up against Incredibles 2 on its second weekend. This time, Jurassic World Dominion is going up against Lightyear, which is not even half the threat Incredibles 2 was, to be honest. Because I don't think Lightyear is going to open above $100 million. So Jurassic World Dominion is going to be having quite a good hold, especially if it opens to a figure like $180 million. It might even win the weekend from Lightyear if it does not fall like a rock on the second weekend. So yeah. Plus, this summer really does not feel like a stacked up movie release calendar. Like, there are only one blockbuster per month, it feels like that. I mean, there's only one big movie like Jurassic World Dominion in June, and then just Thor: Love and Thunder in July. Absolutely not a single big film in August. So yeah, it doesn't really feel like a big summer. So I think it will have Jurassic World Dominion for the legs. I think it will have good legs. Not like really good, not like 3x multiplier, but still, considering it's a summer movie, it won't have a 3x multiplier. It cannot have a 3x multiplier. They open big and have like normal, yeah, and even in some cases really bad legs. This is not a Christmas flick that I can expect a 3x or 3.5x multiplier. I can expect a 2.5x multiplier at best, which gives this film a total of $450 million of domestic total, which will easily make it the biggest domestic number of this year, at least this summer. I don't know what Avatar 2 has in store. For worldwide total, well, that's difficult to predict. Well, this movie is being released in China on June 10th along with the US, and the first two Jurassic World movies have done amazing business in China, like really good. Jurassic World Fallen Kingdom actually made $230 million in China. And considering this is another Jurassic movie, I think China is going to really help it. But to what degree, we cannot really predict because none of the movies that have been released in China have completely ruled at the box office. Not even F9 The Fast Saga, which is a really popular franchise, but even that opened big and then was like dropped like a rock in China. So we don't know what Chinese box office has in store for Hollywood movies these days. So we can't predict a very big number. So I'm predicting around $1.35 billion at the worldwide box office. So these were my box office predictions for Jurassic World Dominion. Share your own in the comment section down below. I'll be watching Jurassic World Dominion soon, and my review is lifting in a few days. So stay tuned, like, share, and subscribe. Film Villa.